and welcome to Nerdgoblinart. I'm Lula. It is Froggy Friday. I got a new froggy, and I'm positive this this frog is wearing a bikini. But we'll see. You know, as we colour it in. Now I've pulled out some eyes today, not my own eyes. You'll be pleased to know, but eyes from my stash. They're really cool. I really like these ones. So we're going to use some UV resin. I've put a line on the back to show me from behind where the direction of the eye is, so we don't end up having a frog looking in all directions, because of course it is a frog, it's not a chameleon, so we don't want the eyes everywhere. I do like to put the resin on the front of the eye as well, because I think it helps with any bubbles that might try and happen. So I'm just using my UV torch, doing both sides to make sure that that eye is in place. A bit easier on this one than the other, the regular froggy mold, because it's right there. So once again, just pop in some UV resin on the front of the eye as well. And this time I'm using that. There we go. See how handy those lines are when you just use a pencil or a felt tip pen, whatever, and you know, you just know which direction the eyes are then, and you don't have, well, maybe you want a crazy looking frog, but I don't. Well, it's like funky, doesn't it, from behind? Eee. There we go. So just cleaning up my bit. Always remember, you know, if you are using things, you know, clean them often. Now these are acrylic powders for nails. I got them from Amazon. Really cool colours. I'm using a micro brush, but I do end up switching out. So whilst I'm painting these in, I will play you some music, and yeah. Don't forget, this is a FriYAY collaboration with the Girl in the Garage and the Dragon's Cave. There is a list in the description of anybody taking part, so please do give them a watch, give them a like, give them comments, give them love. They totally deserve it. Told you, look, it is a bikini, I'm telling you. I'm just using a wipe just to clean up a little bit, because it kind of went everywhere. And what I realised is because I, you know, a lot of the time I wing these things. So I've put some isopropyl alcohol on this mica brush, and I'm just getting rid of the powder from that. There's like detail, like swirlies and stuff. I probably tackled it the wrong way. I should have started with like covering the detail first, and then covering the frog in the groovy colours that I wanted to use. So at this point I was like, maybe I'll try a Posca pen. This is rose gold. You know, you can only try. But it wasn't gonna take it, and I don't think I had the patience for constantly trying, so I quickly got rid of that idea. And I'm just pulling out, well, I'm thinking at this moment, and I've just reached for Golden by Let's Resin Chameleon Powder, which will go on beautifully, as often it does. Now remember, those other powders, they are acrylic powders for nails, so they're not going to act the same way as, you know, you're used to seeing with other colours that I usually use. So I'm going to put on some music now after I finished blabbering on. Enjoy some music.
Froggy Friday, time to hop. With green and blue we never stop. Red and yellow join the fun. Ribbit, ribbit, everyone. Frogs in hats and frogs with shades, leaping high in neon parades. From lily pads to city lights, party frogs and flashing nights. Jump, jump, it's Froggy Friday. Splash and dance in our own way. Colors bright and spirits high. Frogs are partying under the sky. Glow sticks and funky tunes. Frogs go wild beneath the moons. Purple spots on orange skin. The frog fest about to begin. Fireflies like the froggy stage, as dance moves break free from the cage. Croaking loud and croaking clear. Froggy Friday filled with cheer. Jump, jump, it's Froggy Friday. Splash and dance in our own way. Colors bright and spirits high. Frogs are partying under the sky. High in the air, no one's got a single care. 5 steps is a midnight treat. In this swamp we feel the beat. Echoes ring from shore to shore. Frogs unite, we ask for more. Frog hop fiesta all night long. Living left to my favorite song. Ponds alive with jubilee. Dance till dawn, feeling free. Slide for the grand applause. Doing moves just because. Tune rises high in the air. No one's got a single care. Fly snacks as a midnight treat. In this Echoes ring from shore to shore. Frogs unite, we ask for more. Fry snacks as a midnight treat. In the swamp we feel the beat. Echoes ring from shore to shore. Frogs unite, we ask for more. Frog happy yourself all night long. Leap it left to a favorite song. Arms alive with jubilee. Dance to dawn, feel it free. Feel it free. Feel it free. Feel it free.
Well, that was a treat, wasn't it, those songs? Okay, so I have switched now to the acrylic powders. I wanted to go with the eyes, really. So the eyes have mainly pink and a bit of blue in them. So I'm just blending in. Now, these colours won't act like, say, you know, if you've watched my videos before, I really love using the pigments from the Tiny Turner. These are not like those at all. They you know, they do work good, but they're not the same. And they're not the same as like the Let's Resin chameleon powders and mica powders and such. They do blend okay-ish, as you can see there, where I'm mixing in that blue colour. It's a lovely blue, and with the pink I'm getting like a little purpley type colour, and I'm just making sure that I'm, you know, vanishing it in all really well. And an eye popped out, and there's no to worry, I can just pop it back in again. So yeah, give it a little tap, and just to get rid of any of the extra powder. And I'm just gonna, you know, say as well that I am wearing a face mask. You don't want to be breathing in these powders and such. It's why I tend to do my voiceovers in edit and I don't talk whilst I'm working. It's a bit hard with a mask on. So I'm happy with those mixtures, and I can't remember how to put those acrylics back together. So they're to the side while I think about it. So I need to give the eye a little bit of a clean by there, because I've managed to get powder in there while I was adding these in. So just using a wipe to carefully do that. And looking at the eye, I wanted to see if I could pop the eye back in again. There's quite a bit of, obviously it's come out with the UV resin, but I can't get it off. So I need to see if I have another eye, which thankfully it was just sitting there right on top. So back with the same process again, except I haven't thought to draw the line on the back of the eye, so I had to be careful with this one. and really think about it and drop it, obviously. So is at this point I was like, I didn't draw a line. Is it in the right spot? But it could be a kooky looking frog, why not? Oh dearie me. This is because this is what happens when you wing things. Yeah. So just making sure that that eye's going to stay in place, because the next part for this froggo is obviously having a nice paw with epoxy resin. So that done, I'm going to clean up. Now I should have done this with the big froggo to reduce the mess on my mat. Now I ordered this frog the same time as the other frog. They're from Temu, by the way. I obviously wasn't looking as usual. I saw a picture and I ordered it because Temu's like that. I think anybody that uses Temu would get that. So I'm using Inferno and or Ether. I can't remember. You saw it though. I brought it up on screen. to varnish in on that frog. Now, I am aware that there's like a shape inside that frog, and I'm like, okay, does that mean that's there for structure, or have I picked something up that is like a candle holder? You can see there that my Inferno, and I have ordered more, is gone. But I was able to get some scrapings from the lid. So using this green, oh, this is just a gorgeous, glorious green. It's green, it's yellow, it's gold, it's just absolutely beautiful. And on a, you know, mold like this is where you're going to see these colors. You know, I have used them on some flat surfaces recently. They work good still, but when you're using these tiny Turner colors on actual like 3D elements, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. So just making sure that I'm getting in there into all the little nooks and crannies. When I ordered this frog, I thought it was going to be like a bigger size. When it arrived, I was like, oh, okay. Another lesson for Lula is to make sure to read descriptions. So there we go. So these guys are ready for some epoxy resin. I'm going to just play you a little bit of music while I get that ready. And I'm using Jdiction 1:1 resin.
Resin flowing, yeah, I'm pouring that art. Bubbles popping, trying to break my heart. Oh yeah, falling with heat, gave it all I got. Those little air gremlins just won't stop. Torch in my hand, I'm the resin queen. But them stinky bubbles, they're always obscene. I pour it smooth, I pour it clean. Yeah, here come those bubbles being on me. Bubble trouble, yeah, yeah, they mess with my groove. Heat gun in my hand, watch me make a move. Resin, this 360 twist. Bubbles in my art, y'all don't exist. Oh yeah, got my mask on, gloves stay tight. Facing bubble armies in the dead of night. Yeah, yeah, no matter what I do, they still take flight. Guess it's game on Saturday, bubble fight. Layer by layer, smooth it right. Gonna win this battle night after night. Time sphere, gonna dim my light. Resin hearts, my game, keep my eyes on the prize. Bubble trouble, yeah, yeah, they mess with my groove. Heat gun in my hand, watch me make a move. Resin, this 360 twist. Bubbles in my art, y'all don't exist. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, that's a cool song. I love that one. Okay, so I've used my black mica powder. I will list that in the description below. And the resin is mixed up, and I do give it a few moments to degas, and I come back to you. I just did an edit. Okay, so bottoms up, I'm pouring in. I'm pouring from a little bit of a height with a smaller stream, just to try and encourage any other bubbles from coming out. This is a new mold. It's brand new from Temu that arrived just the other day. So I'm not sure how it's gonna be. So I'm not filling it all the way to the top. I'm going to give it a blast with my heat gun, and I'm using the I'm not using the highest setting, and give it a chance to find its place. There we go. See, a high stream And I did find that I didn't have too many problems with bubbles. Now, straight away, I've had this on a few occasions with a few molds that I've ordered from Temu, is that there's not always a great amount of support in certain parts. Now, my table is balanced. It's I've got a spirit level on my desk, so yeah, look at him running over the other side. Yeah, so it's just the feet on both sides, they appear not to have enough support on both those sides. So I used some little pots that I had sitting on the side just to balance it out, and then just give it a few moments, because obviously I did put a little bit too much in. I didn't give her enough time, apparently. Right, it's just me. Now, ignore that noise. If you can hear a funny noise, that would be my cat. Right, so, hello. Hi. With the colours that I put on, the bright pinks and such, you're going to get a better effect with white resin. You know, you're going to get that, really real colour pop. But having used these colours previously on making those lips, kiss your mother with those lips, I'm aware of the differences in the mica powders you use. I didn't want the super bright effect. I wanted a different kind of effect. I wanted it to look almost bronzy. I don't know how to describe it. But you'll see what I mean when it cures and it demolds. Now, with the little Froggo, I put some in, and as you could see, gave it a little bit of a squeeze just to make sure that we got any bubbles up from the eyes or any of that. And once they are filled, because of using the pigments and powders and such, I've waited until they're actually covered and then sprayed with isopropyl alcohol so that doesn't have an effect. Right, we're going to wait for these to cure. And that was super quick. I was like, woo, super quick. Now, we're going to do little Froggo first, and I did have quite a bit of overpour on his poor little feet. That's not to worry. It's easily, you can use a craft knife or you can use a deburring tool. And there we go. Froggo is out. Yeah, and it is. It's I think it's like for a candle holder. Never mind though. He's cute. He's lovely. This isn't the sort of resin though you can use heat with. So we will find a use for Froggo, or he can just have like a fake one in there. Yeah. It's a funny shape though, isn't it? That's another pussycat's purring in my ear. Hello, Winnie. You're not in this video, you diva. So on to the big Froggo. Not a bad one to demold either. And I do have, obviously I didn't get enough away from the feet. But again, I will show you using the deburring tool to get rid of that overpour. Are we ready? Ta-da! Do you see what I mean by the difference in the colour? I wanted it to look... Oh, I can't think of the word. But I knew what I was doing with the colours. I know that, white gives you a different colour, and I wanted like the darker, more in... I think it's more dramatic, really. Especially with the gold. Quite like that. So this is my deburring tool. They can take a bit to get used to. yeah, they can take a little bit to get used to. But, you know, once you get into the swing, this is sped up as well. Once you get into the groove of it, it is really, really useful tool. And you can really get good with that. See, even with the big chunky bits. And if there's areas you can't really get to, then that's when you can switch out to your craft knife. But I'm getting more and more used to using the deburring tool, and it's brilliant when you hit a sweet spot. You just cruise along. It's really cool, actually. So nice, just a little clean up. You know, and with molds like these, you can either put like a hook on the back of them, glue it on, screw it in or wherever for hanging on the wall, or you can even put them in a frame. You know, it's totally your choice. I haven't decided at this point. And of course, little Froggo's getting a bit of a shave as well. I covered them and didn't pay attention because I put the heat mat on after about an hour. Oh, and I would love to take this opportunity to thank my members, my subscribers. You are all absolutely amazing for your support. Your likes, comments, shares, coffees. I so appreciate it, and I really, really do, and I mean that. I'm absolutely loving making stuff for this channel, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. So, you know, if you're not a subscriber, give me a subscribe. It's absolutely free. I appreciate it. I keep up with comments. No, that's not going to work, Lou. I keep up with comments, and I have a slight community thing going on. You know, and you can always follow me on Facebook as well, or Instagram. See, that's really easy to get in there, isn't it? Boop. I am also getting ever closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is really, really, really cool, and I never expected it. And I'll have to do a giveaway. Definitely. So I hope you like that. That frog is so wearing a bikini. I still reckon it's wearing a bikini. But I think it looks really cool, and the colours go with those eyes so beautifully. Thank you for watching. Love you, and stay weird.
And swirls. Nerdgoblinart draws a magic worlds, with foxes that prance and badgers that dance, a whirlwind of dreams with a single glance. Gerald the alligator grins so wide, in enchanted waters he loves to hide. Dragons breathe wonder with flames so bright, each creature born from a magic night. Nerdgoblin paints life in every brush,